yeah. Beautiful. Was that pretty? That was party, that was. That boy got a set of pipes on him, don't he? Woo! That was beautiful. How about a little Christmas kiss, baby? I think that was a no. You want a Christmas kiss, don't you, baby? Come on right here. See, he ain't scared. He ain't shy. How y'all doing? Hello? How y'all doing? I don't see nobody in there. Am I on TV? Oh my goodness gracious, mercy me sakes alive. There's not a place to sit, no place in here. How about y'all scoot over just a minute? No, I won't do that. There's plenty of room up here. They got this choir up here fanning themselves, all having the hot flash. I come on up here with them. Why don't you turn that French fry light off of them? They won't be so very hot. How y'all, it's so good to see y'all. It's so good to be. Now, some of you I ain't never seen before, nohow. But the ones what I ain't seen for a while, it's good to see you. Some of you look, it's good to see you. Maybe mature was the word I was looking for. Was that the word I was looking for? More mature, some of you. I'm certainly more mature myself. There's a little more of me than there was the last time when I was here with you. For those of you who have not met me before, allow me to introduce myself. I am Bartholomew Barabbas Bartimaeus, the Eusebius Erasmus Emmaus III, Esquire, but my friends, they call me the Shepherd for short. It's so good to be with you today, here, the day before Christmas. Tomorrow is the day, ain't it? I'm so excited about Christmas. I've been excited about Christmas for about 2007 years now. And it's just a wonderful day of the year for me. And I'm just so privileged to be here with you. Probably because I don't recall as to what all I told you the last time. And there's so many of you what I have not seen before. And for some of you, there's just so much more of you than what I've seen before. It's probably best that I begin at the beginning. So shall I begin at the beginning, choir? All right. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word... Wait a minute, that's a little earlier than what we should start. We skip ahead a few pages, shall we? We skip ahead a few pages. That child looked like she's seen a ghost. You all right, baby? Okay, all right. Your jaw kind of fall down or something? How about just tuck your hand up under there? Yeah, you'll be all right. Well, we begin at the beginning. You see, you may find, I hate it when that happens, don't you? Like I said, I'm not sure exactly what it was that I told you, mostly because, see, I've been to the doctor since we've seen each other last. I've been having trouble remembering my sheets. I didn't get that on you, did I? I've been having trouble remembering the names of all my sheets, and so I went to the doctor, and he poked at me, and he prodded at me, and he checked me out from stem to stern, and inside and outside, and all sides around. And he done made him a diagnosis. Now, I got a condition. Don't you just hate that when you get a condition? You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Maybe you got the same thing. He told me that I had a that I had a disease showing up, and it's called CRS. And I said, well, how long do I have? Oh, he said, oh, you got all the time in the world. He said, you're not going to die from it. Most folks just don't die from it. And I said, well, what do them stand for? Them, and this was, he said, that means you can't remember stuff. And that seems to be my trouble. I can't remember. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? It's kindly familiar to you. All right, well, so I can't remember exactly what I told you, so I'm going to just have to tell you the story all over again. And the story begins with the fact that I am what my daddy was. My daddy was a shepherd. You see, I'm Bubba the third. My daddy was a shepherd. Now, my daddy's daddy, he was a shepherd. And my daddy's daddy, you all right, baby? He also was a shepherd. And my daddy's daddy, he was a tax accountant. And he got kind of tired of that business because people didn't much like him for doing that, and he decided he wanted to be working outside in the dirt and with animals and in the outdoors. He was so tired of being in the office that he wanted to get out a bit. And so that's how it all started. We become shepherds for 3 generations now. We've been raising sheep. Now, before we talk much about what happened way back when, first we got to talk about sheep. All right? Sheep is our business. And that's what we do. That's what we look after. And it's a very important business, as y'all know. Now, shows I knows exactly what to go. How many of y'all raise sheep at home? Oh, tell me that's not so. None of y'all have sheep. This is a very poor neighborhood, isn't it? How do y'all survive if you don't have sheep? Everybody, see where I come from, if you're a person of means, if you're an important person, you're going to have a sheep. Everybody has sheep. And we shepherds, it was our job to look after those sheep for the peoples. You see? And that's because the sheep, they need quite a bit of looking after. You see? Because sheep how shall I put this? I want to be delicate about it. Sheep well, there's just no other way to say it. Sheep is stupid. I wish we could call it, but sheep they got a wee teeny little tiny pea brain. And they're just not very smart about nothing. I mean, they don't even know when to come out of the cold. This one, for instance, she's just as cold as can be. See that? I've been trying to warm her up a little bit. She still ain't thawed out none. They are not smart animals at all. You see, first of all, sheep only do or think about 3 things. And the first most important thing to a sheep is sleep. Sheep like to sleep. Y'all say that. Sheep like to sleep. Don't try saying that 5 times fast. Sheep like to sleep. They love sleeping. Second thing that sheep like to do is they like to eat. And the third thing that sheep like to do is make other sheep. And that's it. All day long, from the time the sheep gets up in the morning to the time the sheep goes to bed at night, the sheep just thinks about sleeping and eating and making more sheep. And when the sheep go to bed at night, doing what the sheep love the most, all night long the sheep just dream about sleeping. And about eating. And about making more sheep. You see, the sheep, Jesus calling somebody. The sheep spend every day, all day long, thinking about themselves. They don't think about no other sheep. They don't think about no other things. The sheep spend every day of their short lives, all day long, they're thinking about themselves. They don't think about nothing else. And so, as a result, they got to have somebody what's looking out after them so as they don't get into trouble, because that's what sheep is prone to do. They is prone to get into trouble. First of all, we got to talk about the way sheep eat. Oh, it's nasty. It's nasty. You see, most animals, the smart animals, what eats the grasses, they bites it off. They just bites it off, and the roots stay in the ground, and the rain comes, and the roots suck up the dirt, the roots suck up the water, and the grass grows again, and they come eat from it again. They smart animals, because they got bigger than the pea brain. The sheep, they don't do that. The sheep is everywhere they go, everywhere they eat, it's a mess. Because what the sheep do is they reach all the way down to the bottom of the ground, and they jerk the grass right up out of the ground. And they chews it up, and what they don't want, they spit out. It's nasty. So, the shepherd, we got to keep on moving. We got to keep the sheep moving around, because if we kept the sheep just in one place all the time, you know what? They would kill the grass. They would kill the pasture. So we got to keep them sheep moving. And because them sheep, they always be thinking about eating, it don't matter to them where that good-looking grass is. They'll go just about anywhere and get themselves in trouble. And sometimes they just drop down on the ground. And they get down in a hole, and we gotta go snatch them up, fish them out, take care of them. Jesus is calling back. You better not put him on hold this time. He gets upset. Now, the other thing about sheep is they so intent on eating that they pays no attention to the dangers around them. You see. And that, here, watch this for a little bit. So, what happens, sheep's is very tasty. Any of y'all ever eat a sheep's? Nobody? Y'all don't raise no sheep's and y'all don't eat no sheep's? You do lead impoverished lives here in the Archdale Trinity. Sheep's is good eating. It just is. And animals love the taste of sheep's. And so the animals, the bad animals, the lions and the tigers and the bears. Oh my. That's another story, y'all. Stay with me. Stay focused. The bad animals be coming after the sheep's all the time, so that's my job. I know jiu-jitsu, I know karate, I know sushi, and 7 other Japanese words. And so when the bad animals come after them, that's what I say, sushi. And if that don't make them run away, then I got this big old stick I knocks them upside the head with. It's my job. It's a dangerous job. I got to look after them. I got to keep them moving on. So that's what we was doing one night. Me and my brother Joe Bob and my brother Ed Bob and my brother Billy Bob and my brother Bruce Bob and my brother John Bob and my sister Kathy Bob, and our cousin Haste. You all right back there? We was all out in the field, and we was watching after our sheepses. Oh. Hey, you good at that. Have you ever thought of being a professional? Yeah, you have to get better teeth, though. Now, she got to quit pinching that baby. Now, the sheepses, you see, the sheepses, we was all out at night because at the sheepses, we kind of tucked them back in the cave a little bit, and we just camp out right in front of that cave so none of the animals can come get in after them. And let me tell you what, it is, on a beautiful night, it is a beautiful thing to be a shepherd. Because on the beautiful nights, we get to be outside, and there's nothing like a Bethlehem sky. Because you can see the stars, and they're so clear and so bright. And it was a cool, crisp night. In the day it gets kind of warm, but at night it cools down right smart. So you got to build a little fire. And we was doing what shepherds do whenever they are sitting around the fire, looking up at the stars, just enjoying themselves. There it goes again. We was telling stories. That's what shepherds do. I don't know if you know this about shepherds, but they kindly try to exaggerate just a little bit. And so we was trying to outdo each other, telling stories. And we got to that place. Y'all know that place I'm talking about where you're not quite asleep, but everything is just still and it's quiet. And you just breathing in deep that fresh air. I know y'all know what you're talking about because I know you're pastoring about 10:30 on Sunday morning. Y'all get about that way. And that's where we were. We was in that place somewhere between wake and sleep. That magical place, that quiet place, that peaceful place. And all of a sudden, it was like all the stars together, come together all at once. And there was this bright light that was the biggest, brightest light that any of us had ever seen in all of our days. It was like daylight and sunshine all at the same time in the middle of the night. And there was this loud noise. We didn't know what freight trains was, but if we had one then that would sound kindly like a freight train, and we thought the aliens had come to suck our brains out through our noses. And we was all standing there. We looked, let me show them first. We looked kind of like this. I show you now. We look kind of like this. That's not easy to do. Y'all try that. So we looked that way, and suddenly in that light, a face started coming together, and it weren't no aliens. It was an angle. You got one falling out up here. It was an angle, and the angle... The angle looked at me. The angle looked at me and said, "Don't be scared." And I said... She said, "Really? No. Don't be afraid. Ain't nothing to be scared about. We ain't going to hurt you. We're here to tell you something more important than what you've ever heard in your whole life. This is the most important thing that you have ever heard. And there's only 2 other people in the whole wide world that know about it right now, and that's the mama and the daddy. There's a baby getting born right now down there in that Bethlehem town. You got to get down there. Because this baby here, this baby ain't no ordinary baby. This baby is a special baby, the most special baby that's ever been born in all of human history. This baby is Emmanuel. God with us. Jesus, the baby Jesus. And he's been born to Joseph and Mary, and he's down there, and he's in a cow feed bucket with rags wrapped around him. And I said, what else you gonna say? That don't happen to you every day. And then, while I was standing there, there was a whole passel of angels. And they started singing. It sounded kind of like that young fellow right there. Glory, glory, glory to God. Something kind of like that. And then, all of a sudden, it was as dark as it had been before. Everything was gone. I thought I had gone blinded. But I hadn't, because my eyes started focusing on the stars again. It was real quiet. And my brother Bruce Bob, and my brother Jim Bob, and my brother Bob, and my sister Kathy Bob, and our cousin Haste, they all was standing there going, I said, y'all. I said, y'all. I said, hello, y'all. Wake up. We got to get on down the mountain. We got to go see this baby boy. And so we started off. We was going down the mountain. And I started puzzling about this thing for a minute. And I said, wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute, y'all. This is the Jesus baby. This is the Emmanuel. This is the God with us baby. And he's in a cow's feed bucket, wrapped in rags. I got to think about that. That don't make no sense to me. I don't think it makes any sense to that boy either. He looks like he's going to break something thinking about it. and so I didn't say nothing, but as we was walking on down the mountain, I started puzzling some more about that, and I started kindly thinking about, we was the only other people what knowed this. And now I got to be honest with you. Because we're shepherds and we don't know how much to be other than that. We're not the most important people in the community. Now everybody depends on us to look after the sheep and help the community and be there in case there's a fire and all those kind of things. But, well, to tell you the truth, folks just don't look on us kindly sometimes. You see, they think, they call us names sometimes, like they call us wool jockeys and such as that. Yeah, they do. They say that about us. They kindly make fun of us sometimes. Because we're not the smartest people. We're not the wealthiest people. We're not the most special people. And I started to study on that thing just a bit. This God baby, he'd been born to this little boy and this little girl down in Bethlehem town, and he in a cow feed trough, and I'd be the first person to know about him. South of his mama and daddy. Do you reckon that means something? Do you reckon it means something that that's the kind of people God told first? I mean, later on, we knew there was all kind of people what come. There was those three wise guys that came. They's in the volunteer fire department, they was, because they all had come from far. But they had all these fine robes and these fine gifts, so they was very important people there too. But the firstest people was just the ordinary people, and actually some of us fellas consider us to be just a little less than ordinary. But they come talk to the shepherds first. And that Jesus baby, one day when he growed up later to be a man, when he talked about us like we were sheep. I'm not thinking he meant that as a compliment, y'all. Because we already talked about what sheep is like. They need a lot of looking after. They need a lot of care. Well, we went down there to see this baby, and I knew we would all need a signal. Because there's a lot of people there in that Bethlehem town. There's a traffic jam for about a week getting in there. And every place in the town was filled up. And there was people and animals sleeping in the streets. And I knew it was going to take forever and a day for us to find that baby. So I said, y'all, we got to split up. We got to have a signal. So I said, well, we're going to do this. I tell you what, the first one that finds that baby, just whistle. Y'all see the problem already, don't you? So we decided we just make a lot of racket. We give a shout out when we found him, except for Timmy Bob. Timmy Bob, he's only about yay so big, and he just went beep. That's about all he could make was about that. And so he had this little drum with him that he liked to make all that racket on. We said, so Timmy Bob, you take your racket. And so we all started off onto the city, and we walked around all over the place, and we was looking for that baby in every cow feed stall that we could find, and all of a sudden we heard this beckety, 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 beckety on the drum, and it was little Timmy Bob, our little drummer boy, what found him. And he said, come! And he went from on his drum. They made up a song about him, you know. And we come a-running, and let me tell you what. I've seen some things in my day, as you can imagine. I've seen some things. But that little bitty baby in that cow feed bucket, wrapped in rags, was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen in all of my days. Just beautiful. And we all fell down on the knee, because it just took the breath out of us just to see that. Just to see. Just to be a part of it. And so ever since that time, I remembered when them angels said to me, they told us that when we saw this thing, we had to tell everybody we could tell about this thing that had happened. Because if we don't tell, how are they going to know? If we don't tell, how they're going to know? If we don't tell, how are they going to know? Well, I don't know about you, but I got some goings on to get to. There's a lot happening in my family. It just takes forever to get us all together, and we're going to have a big party. We're going to have big goings on, and y'all probably going to do the same. And we're going to be real busy, and we got a lot of traveling to go yet, and you probably do too in these next few days. So wherever you go and whatever you do, remember that if you don't tell, they won't know. All right? I say, all right? All right. Y'all have yourselves a very Merry Christmas.
Hey, Bubba.
Oh, hi, Mom.
Oh, your soldiers, your last chance.
Let us stand.